You know, there's something truly magical about a Midwest autumn. The vibrant leaves, that crisp, cool
Oh,
air,
totally.
it almost makes you forget what's just around the corner. Especially if this is your very first fall in a new home here.
It absolutely is, and it's easy to get swept up in the beauty. But here in the Midwest, that autumn chill is also a very real reminder that winter isn't just picturesque.
Mm.
It brings brutal cold snaps, the very real threat of frozen pipes, and, well, snow drifts that can make your entire driveway disappear overnight. It's beautiful, yeah, but it demands serious preparation.
And that's exactly what we're diving into today. We've certainly had our share of learning experiences over the winters.
Oh, for sure.
And we want to share the most essential steps we found for prepping your home. Our mission is really to give you that shortcut to comfort, safety, and peace of mind without feeling completely overwhelmed. Think of this as us sharing our playbook, right from our own personal experience.
Because if you live in a region like ours, Sioux Falls, for instance, you know winter doesn't care if you're ready.
Nope, doesn't care at all.
But we do, and we want to make sure you are prepared.
All right, let's kick things off with what's about to become the unsung hero of your home this winter. Your furnace.
Hmm.
It's truly the hardest working system.
It absolutely is. And the simplest thing you can do to keep it running optimally is manage its filter. What's often overlooked is just how much a dirty filter impacts everything.
Right.
Did you know a clogged furnace filter can actually increase your energy consumption by up to 15%?
15%.
Yeah, that's not just a minor hit to your wallet. It's like leaving a window open 24/7. Plus, it forces your furnace to work way harder, which, reduces its lifespan.
Okay, 15%, that's significant.
Yeah.
So for a new homeowner who might be thinking, where even is my furnace filter? What's the first step? Where do they look?
Great question. You'll typically find your furnace down in the basement or maybe a utility room, sometimes even a crawl space.
Uh-huh.
Once you locate the unit, the filter usually just slides out pretty easily. You'll see its size and type printed right there on the side on the frame.
Okay.
And when you go to replace it, maybe look at the MRV rating. That's its minimum efficiency reporting value. A higher MRV rating means better air filtration, which can be really great for your indoor air quality too.
Good tip. And how often are we swapping these out once the heat is really kicking on?
During the peak heating season, so, the cold months, we recommend replacing it every 1 to 3 months. Seriously, it's a non-negotiable for efficiency and just the overall health of your furnace.
Here's a little trick we picked up just from doing it ourselves. Grab a Sharpie and write the date you changed it right on the new filter.
Oh, yeah, good one.
Then set a recurring phone reminder for, say, every 60 days.
Hmm.
That way you're always on top of it and you don't have to sit there wondering, oh, when did I change that last?
Smart. Takes the guesswork out.
So once your furnace is humming happily, let's step outside for a moment, because what happens out there can have a huge impact inside your home. I'm thinking about those outdoor faucets. You hear horror stories about frozen pipes and floods, and it sounds like an absolute nightmare.
It is a nightmare, and it's shockingly common. Those frozen hose bibs, the outdoor faucets, they are a leading cause of burst pipes.
Really?
Yeah, which can lead to thousands of dollars in basement floods. The simple science is just that water expands when it freezes, right?
Right.
And that pressure can be enough to split a pipe wide open, sometimes even inside your walls where you don't see it until it's way too late. It's totally preventable, though.
That makes so much sense, understanding why it happens. So, okay, what's the absolute must-do list here to avoid that disaster?
First and foremost, disconnect and fully drain your garden hoses. Don't just leave them attached. Water can get trapped in there.
Okay, disconnect hoses. Got it.
Then you need to find the interior shutoff valve for those outdoor spigots. It's typically down in the basement, usually near where your main water line comes into the house.
And once you find that valve, you just turn it off.
Oh.
Then what? Open the outside spigot.
Exactly. Turn off the inside valve, then go outside and open the spigot. That lets any water trapped in the pipe between the valve and the outside faucet drain out completely.
Ah, okay. That clears the line.
Yep. And for an extra layer of protection, those inexpensive foam faucet covers you see, they actually do help insulate them a bit from the cold.
Oh, those things.
And looking ahead, like maybe next spring, if you don't already have them, think about upgrading to frost-free spigots. They're designed so the valve is actually inside the warm house, preventing freezing right at the source.
Nice. Okay, now let's talk about keeping all that precious heat inside your home. Because let's be honest, heating the whole neighborhood gets pretty expensive.
It truly does. And what's fascinating here is just how much heat we actually lose. It's not just driving up bills. Studies show the average home can lose like 20 to 30% of its heated air through drafts and unsealed gaps.
20 to 30%. Are you serious? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's money literally flying out the window or, sneaking out around your door frames.
I remember our first winter in our place. I just assumed our old house was just, naturally drafty. I didn't realize how much of a difference a little bit of weather stripping could actually make. So for someone wanting to find these leaks, these drafts, what's the best way?
On a chilly day, it's actually pretty simple. Just walk around your home, especially near windows and doors, and just feel for drafts with your hand. Like,
Yeah.
put your hand near the frame.
Mm.
If you can actually see daylight around a door frame or feel that cold air hitting your hand, it's definitely worth sealing up.
And the solutions are pretty straightforward, right? Not too complicated.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
For doors and windows, weather stripping is your go-to. It comes in rolls, it's easy to apply. For stationary gaps, like around pipes or maybe cracks in the foundation wall, caulk works wonders. Both are pretty inexpensive DIY projects you can knock out in an afternoon.
And for those of us with older homes, or maybe just homes with less efficient windows, I've heard those shrink wrap window insulation kits actually make a pretty big difference.
They absolutely do. You tape them up, hit them with a hairdryer, and they create this insulating air pocket. It really helps.
Yeah.
Also, make sure your storm windows, if you have them, are properly installed and in good repair.
Right.
They're a really significant layer of protection against the cold.
Okay, good advice. Now, speaking of keeping things cozy, how about the control center of your home's comfort?
Mm.
The thermostat.
Mm.
It feels like the smart move is to test it out before you're desperate for heat.
Oh, absolutely crucial. We always tell folks, turn on your heat early, like way before the real cold hits.
All right.
You definitely don't want to find out your system is malfunctioning when it's, 5 degrees outside and you're already freezing.
Right. Because nobody wants to be troubleshooting a furnace that suddenly smells like burning dust or it's making weird clunking noises on Christmas Eve when all the HVAC companies are closed or booked solid.
Exactly.
What are some red flags we should be listening or looking for when we do that early test?
Exactly what you mentioned. Strange smells, especially like burning odors that don't go away after a few minutes, or unusual noises like grinding, banging, squealing. It's much easier and usually a heck of a lot cheaper to deal with these issues now rather than in the middle of a blizzard.
Makes sense. And for those of us looking to be extra efficient and maybe save a few more dollars, what about programmable or smart thermostats? Are they worth it?
Oh, absolutely. If you don't already have one, upgrading to a programmable or even better, a smart thermostat, is one of the best investments you can make for comfort and savings.
Really?
Yeah, they let you automatically set lower temperatures at night or when you're away from home. That significantly reduces your heating bills. Every degree you lower it for, say, 8 hours a day can save you like 1 to 3% on your heating costs. It adds up.
Wow. Okay. Good to know. And speaking of those dreaded blizzards, we absolutely have to talk about snow gear.
Oh, boy.
Because nothing ruins a cozy snow day faster than realizing your snowblower won't start. I've been there, staring at a foot of fresh powder, yanking that cord, and nothing. It's infuriating.
It truly is the worst feeling. So here's the essential checklist for your snowblower. Test, run it now, before the snow flies.
Okay.
Check the oil, check the gas. Make sure it's fresh gas, not last season's old fuel. Maybe add stabilizer. Check the spark plugs. Give the auger, the spinny part in front, a good look too. Make sure nothing's jammed in there. You don't want to discover an issue mid-storm.
Ugh, no. And don't forget the hand tools, your shovels. Maybe it's time for a new ergonomic one to save your back.
Good point.
Or maybe just sharpen the blade on your trusty old one if it's metal. Makes cutting through packed snow easier.
Absolutely. And stock up on ice melt or sand before the first storm hits because it always sells out.
Oh, yeah, always.
We always keep a bag just inside the garage door or porch for easy access. And here's a couple little Midwest bonus tips we've picked up.
Ooh.
Always keep a sturdy broom handy for brushing light snow off your car, saves scratching the paint. And oddly enough, keep a bag of cheap kitty litter in your trunk.
Kitty litter. Why?
If you get stuck on ice, pouring some kitty litter under your drive tires can give you surprisingly good emergency traction. It absorbs moisture and adds grit.
Never would have thought of that. Clever. Okay, now for something that's absolutely non-negotiable for safety. your smoke and carbon monoxide detectors, it feels like winter is when we hear about these issues most often.
You're exactly right. Winter, unfortunately, sees the highest rates of house fires and CO poisoning. It makes sense, right? We're using heaters more, fireplaces maybe, and our homes are sealed up tight, windows closed. These detectors are literally lifesavers.
So beyond just pushing the test button real quick, what's the proper protocol for making sure they're truly ready?
Test all your alarms regularly, of course, but definitely replace the batteries before winter truly sets in, even if they're not beeping yet. Just do it annually.
Okay, fresh batteries.
And for carbon monoxide, it's not just about having one detector somewhere. You really should have at least one CO detector on each floor of your home, especially near sleeping areas, and also near your furnace or boiler room.
Each floor. Okay, good to know.
And for that ultimate, set it and forget it peace of mind, those combination smoke and CO alarms that have the sealed 10-year batteries, they seem like a really smart investment.
Yeah, less battery changing.
Exactly. They offer convenience and long-term protection. Highly recommend looking into those if yours are getting old.
Okay, here's a tip that might sound a little surprising. I know when I first heard it, I thought, really, my ceiling fan
Mm-hmm.
in the winter? But it actually makes a difference, reversing your ceiling fans.
It does sound a bit counterintuitive, doesn't it? Flipping on a fan when you're cold.
Yeah.
But there's simple physics behind it. Warm air naturally rises, right? So it pulls up near your ceiling.
Mm.
When you reverse your fan blades to spin clockwise, there's usually a little switch on the fan base itself. It creates a gentle updraft. This pushes that trapped warm air out towards the walls and then down into the living space. It helps recirculate your heat more effectively without you actually having to crank up the thermostat.
So it's basically pulling the cold air up and pushing the warmer air down. That's so clever.
Yeah.
And you want to keep it on the lowest speed, right? You don't want to breeze.
Exactly. Lowest speed setting, especially in living rooms and main bedrooms, just enough to gently redistribute that warm air. You'll often feel a noticeable difference in comfort down where you are, and yeah, it might even save you a little bit on your heating bill.
Wow. Okay, I'm definitely trying that this year. Now, let's talk about a piece of knowledge that could literally save you thousands of dollars and just a monumental headache in a worst-case scenario. Knowing where your main water shutoff valve is, this is something every single homeowner needs to know, right?
It is absolutely critical, non-negotiable homeowner knowledge 101. If a pipe bursts maybe from that outdoor spigot we talked about, or just an older pipe finally giving way under pressure, knowing how to stop the flow of water immediately can mitigate incredible amounts of damage. Water spreads so fast, and it waits for absolutely no one.
No kidding. I actually know a family whose upstairs bathroom pipe burst while they were away for just a weekend. They came home and their entire downstairs ceiling was collapsing. It was just devastating.
Oh, that's awful.
All because they didn't know where the main shutoff was or maybe couldn't turn it quickly.
That's exactly the kind of nightmare scenario we want to help you avoid. So your main water shutoff valve is typically located near where the main water line enters your home. Usually in the basement, maybe a crawl space, sometimes a utility closet on the main floor if you don't have a basement.
Okay, so find it, then what? Just know where it is.
Find it, absolutely, but here's a crucial step we always recommend from our own experience. Tag it. Put a bright, obvious label on it like main water shutoff.
Good idea. Like in an emergency, you're panicked.
Exactly. No time to guess. And
Yeah.
maybe most importantly, show everyone who lives in the home how to shut it off. Your spouse, your older kids, anyone. Seriously, it's that vital. In an emergency, every single second counts. Make sure they know if it's a lever or a round handle, which way to turn it.
That's really smart.
Oh,
Okay. All right, let's move to one of those quintessential fall chores that might seem tedious, but oh man, it prevents massive winter headaches, cleaning your gutters and downspouts.
Oh, gutters.
Yeah.
This chore is so often underestimated, but it's huge. Clogged gutters prevent rainwater and melting snow from draining properly.
Right.
When temperatures drop below freezing, that trapped water freezes solid and expands, forming what we call an ice dam right at the edge of your roof.
Ice dam. Okay, that sounds bad. What does it do?
What's particularly dangerous about ice dams is that as more snow melts behind the dam, the water has nowhere to go, so it can back up under your roof shingles.
No.
And then leak right into your attic, soak your insulation, damage your ceilings, even run down your interior walls. It's a homeowner's nightmare, seriously.
Yikes. Okay, so timing is key here. When do we need to get this done?
You absolutely need to get all the leaves, pine needles, little helicopters, all that gunk cleaned out before the first hard freeze hits. After the leaves are mostly down, but before it gets icy.
Okay.
And equally important, check your downspouts, make sure they're clear and that they're directing water at least 3 to 5 feet away from your foundation. You don't want water pooling right next to your house and then freezing there, causing foundation issues.
Right, away from the house. And for those looking to maybe avoid this lovely chore in the future, I guess gutter guards are an
They
option.
definitely are. They can significantly cut down on the amount of debris that collects up there, making future maintenance much, much easier. Worth looking into.
Okay. Now, before the really brutal weather sets in, there's one last visual check that can save you a world of hurt later on. Inspecting your roof, siding, and foundation. Just kind of look things over.
This is truly about preventative care. Catching small problems before winter makes them big problems. A tiny issue that seems insignificant in July, like a loose shingle or a little hairline crack in your foundation, can become a catastrophic problem in January.
How so?
Well, think about it. That loose shingle could get ripped off in a winter storm, leading to a leak. That tiny crack in the foundation can let water seep in, freeze, expand, and make the crack much bigger, potentially causing structural damage or just letting in a ton of cold air. We're talking major leaks, significant heat loss, big stuff.
Okay, I get it. So how do we do a quick but effective check? Do we need to get up on a ladder in the freezing cold? Please say no.
Haha, no, not necessarily. Grab some binoculars seriously, they work great for this, and scan your roof from the ground. Look for any shingles that are missing, curling up, or cracked. Check the flashing around vents, chimneys, skylights, make sure it looks tight. Look for any sagging gutters, too.
Binoculars, okay. Smart. And the foundation.
Just walk around your house, look closely at the foundation wall, see any cracks, seal them up. You can use expandable foam for bigger ones or just exterior caulk for smaller hairline cracks. It's a small effort now that can prevent huge, expensive issues later.
Makes sense. For all the prep we do, sometimes Mother Nature just has other plans, right? Throws a curveball.
Yeah.
And that's where having a solid home emergency kit can literally be a lifesaver, especially here in the Midwest during those big blizzards or ice storms.
Absolutely. You have to be prepared for the unexpected. Think about what you'd need if the power went out for, say, a day or two, or if you were completely snowed in and couldn't get out.
Yeah, okay. So what goes in the kit?
Definitely flashlights with plenty of extra batteries, a battery-powered or hand-crank radio for news updates if the internet's down, bottled water, at least a gallon per person per day, non-perishable food that doesn't require cooking.
Like granola bars, canned stuff.
Exactly. Extra blankets, sleeping bags to stay warm, a well-stocked first aid kit, obviously.
And a portable phone charger, a power bank. That's a must. I always forget about that until my phone's about to die and the power's out.
Oh yeah, crucial. Keep it charged up. Oh, and maybe a safe indoor-rated space heater, like one with an automatic tip-over shutoff, just to keep one room livable if your main heat goes out for an extended period.
Okay, that's a good list.
All incredibly important items to have on hand. Just tuck them away in a designated spot. Being prepared for the unexpected is just another layer of winter readiness. Gives you peace of mind.
Wow, that was a lot of ground we covered. But it feels so much more manageable when you break it down like that, step by step. The goal here isn't just to brace for winter or dread it, but to truly own it, right? Feel prepared.
That's beautifully put. Your home is more than just four walls. It's your shelter, it's your sanctuary, and for most of us, it's our biggest investment. Prepping it for winter isn't just a list of annoying chores, it's really an act of stewardship. It protects your comfort, protects your wallet, and protects your peace of mind.
And here's the thing. If you're new to this, or you try something and maybe mess it up a little, or you miss a detail this first time around, give yourself some grace.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Right.
Every single homeowner learns through a few cold lessons. Maybe a frozen pipe scare, or a higher than expected heating bill. You've got this. And trust us, your warm toes will definitely thank you later.
And maybe as you look around your home this fall, getting ready, we challenge you to consider this. What hidden winter weakness might your home have that maybe you've never even noticed before? Go try and find it. Could be a drafty outlet, a poorly insulated attic hatch. Go investigate.
Ooh, good challenge.
Yeah.
Well, we really hope this deep dive has given you some valuable tools and insights for tackling your first or maybe just your next Midwest winter. Thank you so much for joining us on our journey of fun, education, and building this awesome community.
Yeah, thanks everyone. And hey, don't forget you can find us on social media. Just search for Your Home Dad on, well, pretty much all the platforms. We share tips and tricks there all the time.
Check us out.
We'll see you on the next deep dive.